Many conferences here in Las Vegas have been canceled, and some businesses are hurting while others are thriving. 13 Action News reporter Leah Pizzetti spoke to a cleaning service seeing an uptick in calls.
The number one point health officials are hitting home is cleanliness. So cleaning businesses are seeing an increase in calls for service. Mayberry's Maids employees are hard at work cleaning this bathroom. And recently, their workload has increased.
We've seen an uptick where they've asked us to come maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
Owner and manager Gil Marco says their commercial calls are going up, especially to places like offices and apartment gyms. And he says right now you can also help yourself.
If you have a down moment, you should take the time to just take a disinfectant. And that could be just an over-the-counter or something you find in the shopping, your local shopping market to disinfect the countertop. You can do that very easily.
Everything from wiping down those busy counter spaces to getting rid of hand towels.
So if you have either the air dry or disposable towels, you're right on. If you have anything else where you have a towel that's in your restroom that's being used over and over again, you should please get rid of that right away.
His business uses a treatment called cold fogging. This fills a room with disinfectant, getting in hard-to-reach places. In this video, they're cleaning a daycare.
Every nook and cranny. There's just no other way to say other than to permeate into like littlest places that there is.
He also suggests parents check with schools to make sure they're taking steps like this.
How often are they sanitizing? When's the last time that they had somebody come in and do a complete top-to-bottom disinfection? How often do they have their cleaning service come?
And bottom line, these cleaning steps are proactive, which is key to stopping the spread of any virus. Leah Pizzetti, 13 Action News. Make sure you're washing your hands, but there's a lot of other things to consider too. What about your iPad? What about cabinets? What about microwave handles? There's lots of different places where germs can spread and lots of different things you need to remember to keep clean. As you clean your home, there are the obvious places to wipe down and the not so obvious.
The cupboard doors to your kitchen and your restrooms, they're overlooked so often, but those things are being handled more times than any other thing in your home almost.
Mayberry's Maids owner and manager Gil Marco says in your living room, remotes or any technology laying around are all important to disinfect. Look down. That four-legged friend with a wet nose is also a carrier of germs. Give him a bath too. In the kitchen, buttons on water coolers, coffee pots, microwave handles, and faucets are all touched regularly. And around the house, light switches and door handles are things you're touching every day.
How many of you have come in after a bike ride or after being at work all day long and just touched that button and not thinking twice about it because it's momentarily? But right there, just that alone, every person in the home is touching it, and it probably never gets cleaned.
Marco also says to make sure you're researching products to make sure they do what they say.
A lot of time when you see green on a label, it might not necessarily be green. It just happens to be the color of the chemical that's inside.
And items targeted for places like bathrooms and kitchens are better because they're made to fight specific kinds of germs.
There's an aisle long of cleaning chemicals in there. You can't possibly know exactly what to use. So just doing a little bit of research is really going to go a long way.
An extra wipe down in a spare moment could go a long way. Leah Pizzetti, 13 Action News.